wrestling fans of the world, and welcome to the latest edition of Ring Respect Radio, the least talked about program in all of professional wrestling today. But with a little help from each and every one of you, we can turn this from the least talked about program to the most moderately talked about program in pro wrestling today. And all you have to do is go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and then go ahead and turn on notifications so you know each and every time that we release new material right here on Ring Respect Radio. As always, I am your host of Ring Respect Radio. I am the Real Bobby Munson. And as a shout out to my man Marcel, it's time to get real or get Munson right here on Ring Respect Radio. So I go ahead and I'm tuning into the Mae Young Classic. I haven't managed to get a chance to sit down and watch it, so I tuned into the first episode here tonight. And great start to the Mae Young Classic. Wonderful matchups there. And then I'm thinking to myself, holy Dinah, it is pay-per-view weekend time. Yes, this Sunday is Hell in a Cell, and I haven't done a predictions video yet. So this is going to be my predictions video, but we're going to get to that in a little bit because I have been doing some reading, and I found out something interesting that I wanted to share with you, the wrestling universe out there, and I'm not sure if any of you have heard this yet, but Silas Young, known for his work with Ring of Honor Wrestling, where he has been a fantastic staple over there for quite some time, sent out a bit of a cryptic message earlier today stating, "One day you're sitting around and you get a phone call that changes everything. Life is funny that way." Usually cryptic messages like this could mean that somebody is on their way to a bigger promotion. Perhaps NXT and the WWE is in the sights for Silas Young, which could be very fantastic and probably the right time for this superstar as well too. At 39 years of age, if he's going to make a mark inside the WWE, it's time to pull the trigger on Silas Young. So hopefully we will be seeing him in NXT sometime soon. If you haven't checked out his work before, go ahead and check out what Silas Young is all about. You'll be very interested, and I think he'll make a great addition to an already wonderful NXT roster. So yes, that's my big scoop of the day. So yes, thank you to every one of you to tuning into that. And now, stay tuned because it is time for predictions on Hell in a Cell. So yes, this Sunday, I want you all to give me your predictions as well. So let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. But now it's time for me to talk and me to tell you what I'm thinking. So we're going to the kickoff show. It's going to be for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The champions, the New Day, are going to be taking on Rusev Day, getting their tag team title shot. Is this going to be the time that they get the titles? I think not. It's the kickoff show. I don't imagine anything major is going to happen other than possibly more dissension between Rusev and Aiden English, but I can't see them pulling the triggers and taking the titles off the New Day, who are a very trusted team when it comes to the tag team division in WWE. Heading on over to the main show, we are got the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, going to be defending against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And yes, the Raw Tag Team Championships been tossed around a little bit lately. They've gone between a few different teams. And yes, this, I think, is going to be the same case here. I don't see the WWE putting Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in this match not to pull the trigger on their tag team title run, at least a short tag team title run anyway. I can see them pulling this off. This is going to be your happy moment of the night, folks. I think this is going to be the one thing that WWE fans get really excited about is Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose walking out as the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Because you know what, coming up next is something that you're not going to be so happy about, and that's Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella taking on The Miz and Maurice. Because, yes, I'm making my prediction right here. The Miz and Maurice picking up the win in this one. And let me tell you why before you start going ahead and booing me, throwing your rotten tomatoes my way. The Miz and Maurice, this is an easy way to build this up a little bit more. By having Maurice pick up the win for her and her husband by pinning Brie Bella. Brie takes the loss for her and Daniel, continues with this whole, downward spiral of Daniel Bryan eating these losses and really, becoming that underdog almost again. You expect him to come back after all this time and be top dog, but at the same time, I almost like this build better because the guy's had so much time off. He's really finding his feet again, and it almost gets you to really invest again in Daniel Bryan. You get to relive what we were building from before, the whole rise of Daniel Bryan, and it's coming. It's just not going to be at Hell in a Cell. The Miz will continue to have the upper hand of Daniel Bryan. He will continue to get the better of him so that when finally Daniel Bryan gets to the point of beating The Miz in a one-on-one match, it is going to mean so much more for us, the WWE Universe, and wrestling fans around the world. It is going to be talked about. It is going to be memorable, and we're going to love it. And that's why this build has been fantastic. But the build, in order to continue, needs to see The Miz and Maurice pick up the win this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair going to be defending against Becky Lynch, and what an interesting turn of events this has been. Becky Lynch with her heel turn, but unfortunately the heel turn hasn't turned into much of a heel turn at all. It's gotten a lot of support from the WWE Universe, and it's almost a shame. Like, I know it's fun to cheer for new gimmicks and interesting things, and when somebody really gets into their gimmick, you understand a little bit about the ins and outs and how things work, and that's why, it's fun to be a little smarky and go and cheer for the heels and stuff like that. But it almost makes the heels look bad because they are not getting they're not getting what they deserve. They need those boos. They feed off of that. That is what their characters need. And that's why it's okay to boo people you like. I mean, deep down, you might like their work. You might love their work. But if you love it that much, do them a favor and give them the support they deserve, and showing them that if they're playing the bad person, you don't like that bad person. You want the bad person to lose, even though deep down, smugly a little bit, you kind of want them to win. But I don't think I see this match ending with Charlotte Flair losing the title just yet. Not to say Becky won't win the title, but I don't think they put it on Charlotte to just take it off of her immediately like this, just to jump it over to Becky Lynch. I think there's more story to be told here. I think this one won't end perfectly or clean. It could even end with, almost like a no contest, or it's going to end with something surprising. But either way, I feel Charlotte Flair walking out still your SmackDown Women's Champion at the end of this one. Up next, and this is big, folks, Jeff Hardy finally getting to step inside of a Hell in a Cell. He'll be taking on Randy Orton. And if anyone followed a little bit more about the Hardys prior to their return to WWE, Jeff had always said he wanted to come back, and the one thing he wanted to do was wrestle a match inside the Hell in a Cell. This was always something he wanted to do, and now he's getting to do it. And you know what? These guys, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and anybody who's been in this business for a long time, they go out there and they put themselves on the line all the time. Their bodies battered, missing major things in their family's life and stuff like that, just to entertain us, just to do what they absolutely love doing. They go out there each and every night to perform for us, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. And we owe them a debt of gratitude to watch this match and honor this match this Sunday. Jeff Hardy getting that opportunity to go and display his chaos inside of the Hell in a Cell against Randy Orton. And we know Randy Orton can bring it inside of a cell as well as in any match, really. So I am expecting big things from these two. I'm expecting that there's going to be some crazy stuff going on. I'm sure they've got the okay to go ahead and really just tear it down inside of there and make something special. Especially because, how much longer are we going to continue to see Jeff Hardy, especially to see Jeff Hardy at the level that we really want Jeff Hardy to perform at, because that's what we, watched throughout his entire career. So, it's an honor to know he's going to get this opportunity, and that hopefully we get to see one last really memorable Jeff Hardy moment that's going to live forever, and at the same time get to honor a man who gets to live out his dream. Just like all of us who are involved in the industry love to be able to do any type of dream you can live out. It's an honor. People don't understand sometimes that, they think that people are being mistreated, they're not being used properly and stuff like that. For many of us in the business, and I hate to say me in the business, I'm kind of in the business. I do somewhat stuff. I'm not wrestling, so don't get that mistake, but, I do have some involvement, and, I've met a lot of people who work in this business as well, too. And you know what? It's always an honor anytime you get to do anything in this business. It's an honor to work with pretty much anybody you come across. You know, it's an honor to get to call matches. It's an honor to get to hold championships. It's an honor to even get to step inside of a ring when it comes to the big leagues. And you know, we take it for granted as fans sometimes about what it means to get there and be seen by people around the world and get our voices heard. So, you know, it's an honor to get to watch this Sunday as Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton put it all on the line here. Two veterans of the sport going to tear it down in Hell in a Cell. And I believe we're going to see Jeff Hardy walk away the victor in this one, really getting to do what he does best. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey going to be defending her championship against Alexa Bliss. And this one, folks, I think it's no surprise. I've said it before. I think a lot of the selling point of WWE's all-women's pay-per-view Evolution relies on the name status of Ronda Rousey. And I believe that's why Ronda Rousey is going to walk out still the Raw Women's Champion in this one. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good business for them. They need eyes on this pay-per-view. They want the media covering this pay-per-view. It is a big deal. They're making it a big deal. And Ronda Rousey helps make it a big deal. So I'm glad that they're going to go forward with this. I don't see a harm in Ronda Rousey as the champion. Allow it to be what it is, guys. It really helps get eyes on this division, and rightfully so. They're trailblazers, and if it requires a little bit of, extra star power of someone that came from outside of the business to help get that extra boost, that's what they're going to do. And you know what, damn it, it's working. Allow it to work. It will do wonders for everybody in the long run. And a match I'm very excited about. The WWE Championship is on the line. AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe. And good God, this one has been built up well. And it's been very interesting. And, I find it so hard to bet against Samoa Joe because, he's just an absolute badass inside that ring, and he would make a fantastic WWE champion. And I believe he's going to make a fantastic WWE champion maybe next year. I find it hard to make the bet against AJ Styles right now. I feel that this run of his has been, for a lack of better words, phenomenal, or, maybe that is the better word anyway. But yes, it's been a phenomenal run. It's made the WWE Championship special again in so many ways, so that when finally someone does take it, it's really going to be something else. So I'm going to still stick with AJ Styles picking up the victory, although it's really hard, and I believe I'm so tempted to take that risk and pick Samoa Joe. But I feel AJ Styles is still walking out your champion at the end of this one here tonight. A Universal Championship is the main event of the night. It'll be Roman Reigns defending against Braun Strowman inside Hell in a Cell with special guest referee, the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. Bang, bang! Yes, it is going to be an interesting match, folks. You might not be Roman Reigns fans, but you damn well know Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman have great history together and that they've pulled off some amazing moments together. And I think that's what WWE sees in this feud. A lot of people complaining, saying that, it's a waste having Braun Strowman cash in his Money in the Bank contract and having him lose to Roman Reigns. First of all, to that, I say, how the hell do you know that Roman Reigns is walking out the champion this Sunday? Let me know. Let me know how you know. It's easy to get upset and immediately think that's what's going to happen because they just put the title on Roman Reigns and the whole story of Roman. But at the same time, it's not like they don't like Braun Strowman, you guys. And Braun Strowman very likely is walking away with the Universal Championship this Sunday so that he can brag about how he didn't have to, cower and, hide behind something in order to win the championship. He went face-to-face, unlike other previous holders of the Money in the Bank contract. He's really going to rub that in. And I'm not saying that Roman won't win the title back in a short period of time. It's likely going to happen that way. It probably isn't going to be the long run of as the champion that everybody really wants with Braun Strowman, but I can imagine they're going to do it to try to, test the waters with him as the champion a little bit, see where it goes, see where they could take it, and prolong the story with him and the Shield, because I think they have a lot of faith in it, and I believe it's got to work for them. So let's see how it goes anyway. But that's my prediction. I say Braun Strowman, your new Universal Champion by the end of the night. What do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comment section below, and, do whatever you can to shout out, yell out to me, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm right. Let's see what happens this Sunday. Let's just all enjoy it. Let's show a little bit of ring respect to everybody over at the WWE this Sunday and allow them to perform and just kick back and enjoy something. Put a smile on your faces. Enjoy your Sunday. If you drink beer, grab a beer. If you're drinking a tea or whatever the hell you're drinking, enjoy that too. Just grab a loved one, sit down, enjoy a few hours of wrestling fun, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a few hours of wrestling fun. But anyway, that's my predictions, and that is going to be the end of the show. Remember that you can check me out and all my work over on HIW Canada's YouTube channel each and every Saturday for Wildside TV. And a big thing yet too, tomorrow's episode of Wildside TV, this Saturday, in that episode, there is going to be a trailer on there for our upcoming TV tapings and the show that we're doing at the end of October. It's a big Halloween show for us, and it's going to be neat. But that trailer that I built in there is also going to be playing at the SaskTel Center here in Saskatoon during the Saskatoon Blades home opener. So, huge news for myself too, that I am going to have a big reveal of my work on a bigger stage already. It has been such an honor to be able to, work here on Ring Respect Radio, doing this channel for you guys. Also, all of my work with HIW as well, with Wildside TV, and building videos, entrances for wrestlers and stuff like that. It has been just absolutely amazing to take this all on. It has made me a little bit busy, yes, for sure. That's why I don't always get to, I don't have a weekly schedule with Ring Respect Radio where I can say, hey, we're going to get an episode every Friday or something like that. Can't always promise it, but I do my best to get out here as often as possible and deliver you guys a show that it's worth tuning into. And hopefully you enjoyed this show today. Thumbs up it if you did, and make sure to let other people know. Let's help grow this channel together. Let's be a part of something special and help me help each and every one of you. That's going to be it for me today here on Ring Respect Radio. I have been the Real Bobby Munson, and as always, get real or get Munsoned. Bobby out.